So ever since I've changed the direction of my YouTube channel, I've really been thinking long and hard about what sort of videos would I give to myself when I was 13 to 18 years old. And at this point in time, I believe this is in the top 3 most important videos that I would have given him. Now, when I look back at that young man, he performed well in high school, but he was still very depressed. He had no sort of social life, had nothing to look forward to on a day-to-day basis. But even with that, he was kept wondering why he was so depressed, so sad, and frankly at times wanted to kill himself. So when I reflect on it now, frankly it all makes sense why I was that way. But for a young man watching this who's in the same boat I used to be in, it probably wouldn't. So let me shed some light on the matter and try to be an older brother to you. I used to sit at home when I wasn't studying and just play video games. I used to be big into GTA 5, FIFA, and every now and then, fair enough, I'd get like a WhatsApp from a friend and I'd reply to the message. But I wasn't really doing anything exciting. And of course, it sounds fun to be playing games, but in the moment when you're playing games, I don't think you really find it as fun as you think you are. So, what do I recommend now to someone in the same boat? Do something that's going to develop you. Working out for me is the number one thing you can get into at your age. Working out is just going to give you a whole different dimension to your mindset, to your life in general. Now, if you're similar to me, your parents weren't really a fan of working out. But save us some money, they probably give you pocket money or something. And probably after 3 to 4 months of pocket money, maybe even less depending on how much you're getting, you can buy yourself some dumbbells, start working out from home. You don't need a full-on gym membership right now. Set this as your primary goal right now, and believe me, that's really going to change your mindset. It's not even that much about the gains you're going to make from it. The gains are cool, don't get me wrong. You probably are one of those guys who want to have big muscles and all of those sort of things. But the mere fact that every day you go to the gym or work out at home, you'll be telling yourself that, hey, me doing this workout right now is me doing something good for myself. Because you kind of know at a lower level that playing games isn't really benefiting you. Working out, yeah, it gives you gains, but it also clears your mind. It also, generally speaking, makes you healthier. And these sort of things now is going to make you feel so much happier. Other things you should do though, and I really encourage you to do this. Look for minor ways. It doesn't have to be grand right now, but minor ways to start making money. For argument's sake, say you want to stick with the video games thing. I encourage you don't, but if you happen to be really good at video games, fine. Start a YouTube channel where you teach people how to play properly or something like that. I advise you to show your face as well. That improves your confidence and all of those sort of things, and that will also make you happier. Alternatively, start a similar YouTube channel to what I have. You see, I'm 22 years old and I'm helping 18-year-old men for the most part, 18 and under for that matter. Likewise, say you are a 15 or 16-year-old man, and you can easily help a 13-year-old boy. These sort of things that just gives you more purpose, more motivation actually. You know what you can be doing in the morning when you wake up. It's not the same old thing of playing video games, being in the same old rut of doing nothing. Now, I also do want to have a talk about the whole socializing aspect, because I do think spending a lot of your free time, especially at this age, on socializing is actually very beneficial. And I don't mean sitting down on social media socializing. I'm going to make a whole video on social media and how to use it and why you should limit your time and all of those things. But socializing in person, I recommend you actually meet up and do some sort of activity every now and then. But for the most part, I'd encourage you to sit one-on-one with a close friend or a group of friends and just have deep conversations. Like, I know that sounds all woo-woo and girly or whatever it is, but genuinely think about it. In having these deep conversations about what you want to see yourself like at like 70 years old, what they want to see themselves like 70-year-old. That's going to formulate your brain and put you in a position where you're like, okay, wait, I want this 70 years old, he wants this 70 years old. Let's work together and figure out how each of us are going to get to that point. Let's make you feel constructive and getting you to a point of later happiness as well as current happiness for the matter. With a close brother, a close friend by your side. Help you through each step of the way whilst you help him through each step of the way. I've seen a trend online of a lot of men, especially in this age group, being lonely. And I do believe social media isn't the only reason why, but it's the biggest reason why. Now, I spoke about this in another video. If you have a really close friend of yours and you send each other memes and all of that, fine. I don't think sending memes and all of that is a problem. But I do believe that shouldn't be your primary form of communication. Best case scenario, you meet up with each other at least once a week. But better yet, you meet up more frequently and then have decently in-depth conversations over WhatsApp and both of you are available. Now the whole thing of a lot of you guys would have chores to do around the house and those sort of things. And you probably wouldn't want to do it. But do them anyway, because think about it. When you are a parent one day, you probably, think about it just briefly, you probably have a lot of things you would want to have to do. Aside from raising children and all that, you'd be having to pay all the bills, having to put food on the table, having to do this thing at work. So do these small things to help your parents. Don't do it with any grudges. Side runs on that, but important one nonetheless. With that said, bro, I'll see you in the next one. To become a better man.